Hi, everybody. My name is John DePietro.
And I'm Bob Zagami with the Camper Report Show.
On this Camper Report Show, I'm going to give you a tour from the front bumper to the rear of the brand new Tiffin Allegro Bay Super C model. It is absolutely amazing.
It is a great looking motorhome, that's for sure.
How about
And
you?
I've got an interview with Jon Ferrando, who is the founder, the president, and CEO of what used to be called RV Retailer, but they are going through total rebranding. They announced it a couple of weeks ago, and it is now Blue Compass RV.
Coming to a neighborhood near you.
Right.
Right.
A
Now,
new sign.
we're
They're
going to do
already
something.
there. They just have to replace the sign.
And we've got those features plus something new coming up right now on
The Camper Report Show.
Stay with us, everybody. Hey, everybody, and welcome back to the Camper Report Show. This is our news segment, and rather than do what we normally do, but I'm still John DePietro, and he's still Bob Zagami. The show season, the RV show season, is just around the corner, regardless of where you live. And Bob Zagami has produced shows. He's been at shows. He's been a speaker at shows. He knows everything about RV shows. And Bob, what I'm going to ask you to do, I'm going to put you on the spot, and I'm going to ask you some tips that we can share with our viewers about how to get the most out of an RV show, because I'm sure that you'd agree, and even our viewers would agree, that going to a large RV show for the first time, sometimes you can come out of it more confused than what you were when you went in. Would you agree with that?
That's true. A lot of people don't know what to expect. And now where many of these shows are getting 50% of the attendees are first-time attendees. You know, veteran RVers don't look at it that way. They've been going to shows for 30, 40, 50 years. And
Yep.
all of a sudden you get this new demographic. You got the younger people. You laugh. I've been going to shows for over 50 years, John.
Right. Before there was electricity, they used to have them outside.
That's right.
Yeah.
So we'll answer. I'll answer your questions.
Okay. So first of all,
away.
how long should you budget time-wise to go to an RV show? And I know they're big ones and more regional ones, but how much time should you budget?
If it's not a super show, something like a Hershey or Tampa, probably the whole morning or the whole afternoon.
Mhm.
And if it's local enough and they give back tickets, if you want to come a second day, 4 hours would be really good. If you get kids, it's going to be a little bit less. You know, it's not something the kids necessarily, the young ones. You know, I'm not crazy about kids in strollers going down the aisles. The parents have to see the units, but it's difficult with really young kids because sometimes these aisles can be shoulder to shoulder.
Right. But I would say that if you've got kids that are 5, 6, 7 years old, and I know this with my own grandkids, they love getting in and out of everyone, looking in every door, lifting up the toilet seat, getting up on top of the bunk beds and seeing if any of those buttons work on anything. So if anything, I'd say, depending upon the ages of the kids that you're bringing or going with, that's going to determine a lot about your time. Right?
You bring a good point. I remember the first time my grandson went to the show, I had trouble staying up with him. It is not unusual at a show to be walking down the aisle and the mother and father are frantically looking for the children because he thought she had them. She thought he had them. They know they're in one of those motorhomes or trailers down the aisle, but they have no idea which one. So they're running up and down. Hey, Johnny, where are you?
Where are you? Yeah, exactly. So how about what's the attire? What do people wear? Do they dress up for these things? How about
really
footwear?
casual. You know, these are campers, so dress like you go camping. That's a little difficult in Boston in January, but it's a heated building, so make it casual and certainly want to have casual shoes, sneakers. I wouldn't recommend flip-flops. It's a little difficult maneuvering up and down the stairs of an RV with flip-flops, so make sure they're secure, but make sure they're comfortable.
Okay. So before you even go to the show, before you even step foot on the show floor, is there anywhere that you can do some research on two things? Number one, research on the type of model that you'd be looking for, whether it's towable, whether it's motorized or whatever. But secondly, can you find out in general terms if any of those units are going to be at the show that you're planning on attending?
I would say that in most shows, you should be able to go to a website and see all of that information, see who the dealers are, see who the 10 by 10 exhibitors are, see what some of the new products are. There may be a listing by brand, there may be a listing by manufacturer. They certainly have locations, and many have a floor map so that you can decide where they are on the map from where you enter the building or where the concession stand is or where the restrooms are. The really smaller shows, the single dealer shows, you don't have that. Yeah. For the most part, smaller shows that might be 3 or 4 dealers in a remote location, you're not going to have that. But for the most part, on a good size show, and certainly the super shows, you will have no trouble finding information before you actually go to the show. Print it out, circle the dealers that you want to visit, highlight the brands that you want to visit, and keep that right with you when you're at the show. Yeah.
Okay. So say you already own one and you want to go to, you want to upgrade, you want to buy a different size model or a style, that type of thing, and you still owe money on yours. Is there any documentation? Well, let me ask you this. Will you be able to go to a show and get a price, get a trade-in value? And if so, what kind of documentation should you bring in order to make it easiest in purchasing that new RV?
If you bring nothing, you will get an estimated trade-in value, subject to them
estimated. Yep.
Subject to them looking at the RV or seeing the documentation. You will save yourself a lot of time and trouble and aggravation. You put together a package of information. You want to take photographs of the outside, photographs of the inside. They don't have to be award-winning photographs. They have to have enough light so people can see the interior and the exterior. You want to bring, if you still have a loan on the vehicle, you want to bring your loan paperwork and have a payoff figure from the bank. Call the bank up before you go to the show, get a payoff figure for the bank. If you own it outright and you have the title, bring a copy of the title with you. And all of these things will help them determine the trade value, because there's different costs associated with the RV if you are paying cash for it or if you are trading it in. There are other things that are going to come into play with that. So you want to have all these things and you want to tell them. And by all means, do not hesitate to tell the dealer your budget. Be fair with the dealer. There are thousands of people in that building, and everybody is a potential candidate to buy an RV. The ones who are most prepared, who have the information, the dealer is going to spend more time with them.
Okay.
So have all that information with you.
So with that being said, it is possible, if you do your homework and know who the dealers are and the type of models that they have, especially brands, that you can put together I hate to use the word deal, but you can come out of there with an RV.
Well, you can negotiate better. And we're going into a season now that has dramatically changed the landscape between buyers and sellers. For the last 2 years, dealers got either list price or close to that list price because there was such demand for RVs. Now we've got dealers that have full lots of inventory and they don't have as many buyers. So we're starting to see some significant sales leading up to the shows. There are going to be some very good prices at the show, and you're going to be able to negotiate a very good deal. This probably has not been a better time to buy an RV in the last two and a half years than there is right now. So again, you want to do the homework about the products and the types of RVs that you want, because there may be 15 dealers in the show. You don't have to see 15 dealers. If you know the product, if you know the brand, maybe you're going to see 2 or 3 dealers.
Now, many shows that you go to, they say seminars here. Are those seminars legitimate information, or are they just sales pitch disguised as a seminar?
Very few are sales pitches. Most show producers instruct all the seminars that yes, the information that you have is important, but it cannot be a sales pitch. And most good seminar speakers that do it every year and do it for a lot of shows, they're not going to have a sales pitch because again, about half the people are new and first time buyers. So you don't have to put a sales pitch on them. Some of them may not be ready to buy, but they need the education. So if you have a seminar room that there's seminars all day long, some halls have space outside the room so that you can talk to the seminar speakers afterwards, get to know them, get their email address, ask them to ask. A lot of people sit in a room like that and they say, "Are there any questions?" And everybody sits there and says nothing because they're afraid that their question might embarrass them or that they don't want to sound dumb, and there's no dumb question. But as soon as the speaker goes outside the room, he or she's got 10 people standing in line because they want that one-on-one. So take advantage of that time. And not just the speaker, you know, the seminar, all those other people in there are resources for you. So it's a great time to network with other RVers. You ask them what product they have, what deal they like. That's all fair game. Have that conversation and see what you learn from the other people.
So respond to my final observation on this. There's a huge learning curve, number one. It's possible to be confused. But number three, by going to a show, you can kind of get the personality of the dealership, right? Based upon the, what clothes the profession, the sales reps are wearing. Do they ask for your name? Are they, do they know their circumstances? So you can do a lot of learning at a show too, even if you don't purchase that day. Am I correct in that?
Yeah, you can, because keep in mind, it is a show and it's a sale. So the dealers are there to sell a lot of RVs, and they do. But conversely, there are a lot of people there who have to learn about RVs. So the seminars are important, and how that dealer greets you is very important. So you should use the show to get to know each of the dealers, spend some time with them, because after the show, if you're not ready to buy during the show, after the show, most dealers have an open house within 1 or 2 weeks after the show.
Will they honor a lot of the pricing from the show?
They'll honor the pricing at the show, pick up their flyer about the open house. But more importantly, you'll make check marks and you say, I didn't like that person's attitude, so I'm not going to go to that dealer. Oh, wow, that dealer spent a lot of time with knowing that I'm not going to buy an RV. I'm going to go back during the open house because I'm comfortable with this dealer. So you have 15 dealers at the show. Maybe you use the time to narrow it down to 2, 3, get to know the dealers in your territory, again, close to your home. Get to know the dealers that sell the brand that you want. There may be 3 dealers, 4 dealers in your geographical area that sell product A, and you want to buy product A. Well, you got 4 dealers to choose from. So if you get confused at the show, you still know you want product A, then you're going to go visit 4 dealers that have that product after the show when they announce the open house.
Okay. So in reality, this purchase, they say, oh, it's the next biggest purchase than your home. This could be a purchase that becomes your home. So you really want to do the due diligence and take the care in buying so that you don't come out of that show with something that really wasn't for you to begin with. And I want to thank you so much. We want to thank you so much for the expertise that you bring to the table on this. It's not an easy thing. It's a fun thing, and have fun. I mean, go to the show. If you have to make a weekend out of it, do that. Find a nice restaurant that's near the show afterwards. Bring the kids, bring some neighbors, if you're already camping, go with some of your fellow campers and have fun, because really the RV business is a fun business.
And take breaks. That is another benefit of seminars.
Right.
If you walk for 2 hours and sit down for a half hour and listen to the seminar and feed the kids, give them a snack, and then give them a bottle of water, and then go back at it again. But make it a fun time with people that you enjoy being with. Right.
Yeah. And on normal shows that we do like this, we get all of our material. Where do we get our material, Bob?
From RV Business and Woodall's Campground Management Magazine. Rick
Okay.
Kessler, Ben Quiggle.
The whole gang. So that is our new information segment. Stay with us. We've got 2 wonderful features coming up right here. Where, Bob?
at the Camper Report Show.
Stay with us all.
Mike here from RV Blogger. Don't waste hundreds of dollars on an external GPS for your RV. All you need to do is download the RV Life app right onto your phone. This app is so cool. It has RV GPS built right into it. So you can load all the specific measurements and weights for your RV. It'll give you directions safe for your RV to follow. And by the way, if you have RV Trip Wizard, directions for your trips upload into this GPS automatically.
All right, welcome back to the Camper Report Show, everyone. And my special guest today is Jon Ferrando, founder, president, and CEO of Blue Compass RV. And maybe they don't know about Blue Compass RV, Jon, so why don't you tell them why it's now Blue Compass RV and how it started?
Great. Good morning, Bob, and a real honor to join you today on the show. So yeah, Blue Compass RV is the new brand we're launching on our company, which I founded about 5 years ago. So we have over 100 fantastic full-service RV dealerships across America that we have built over the last few years. And this month, November, we announced we are bringing all of those stores together under the Blue Compass RV brand name. It's very exciting times.
It's a terrific logo, and it represents, and you're right, bringing everybody under that one umbrella. But this isn't your first rodeo. You were with AutoNation, and as the tenure there, they went from a startup company to a $20 billion company. Now you launch RV Retailer, and you're a multi-billion-dollar company already. You've only been in the industry 4 years. What makes Blue Compass different and successful?
Yeah, good question. So first, going back to the automotive run, what was great, I grew up in RV. So when I left automotive in 2017, I had grown up in the RV lifestyle. My dad sold RVs, and I saw this fantastic opportunity to build a great company in a great industry that has great, passionate customers around the outdoor lifestyle with tremendous growth ahead, but it's also a fragmented industry. And I saw an opportunity to build a great company around a fantastic customer experience and to build that for the long term. So not only selling an RV, but providing an incredible delivery experience, having a service network to take care of our customers, and then being with our customers on their whole journey. So the whole vision was around a great customer experience, and that's what we are building the brand around, Blue Compass RV.
Let's talk about that a little, because I've noticed and I've followed you from day one, and I've been reporting 26 years now in the RV industry. It was quick, it was dramatic, but it was deliberate. It wasn't a mistake. You knew exactly what you were going to do when you were going to do it. And I would argue that part of the reason for that success is what you mentioned, that you're so heavily focused on the consumer. So let's talk a little bit about what makes Blue Compass RV really different when it comes to the consumer. Specifically, how about the RV Complete package? And then I want to talk about some of the internal programs, but talk about RV Complete and why that's important to everybody that buys an RV from Blue Compass.
Yeah, so that's spot on, Bob. So really, I did see a need around the customer experience, and where RV Complete comes in is to build that relationship with the customer and to give the customer peace of mind after the purchase. And we have so many new customers coming into the industry in an amazing way. So in the RV Complete, which comes complimentary to everybody that buys a new or used RV from Blue Compass, you've got a number of great features that add value. One is a 24/7, 365 roadside technical assistance. The technical assistance part has been huge. You can call 24 hours a day to get help from a certified tech with any problem you may have on your RV. We've also got trip planning. We've got turn-by-turn directions. We've got a great find a campground feature within our mobile app. So just a bunch of features there that are value added for the customer that allow us to stay connected to the customer and give the customer peace of mind as they enjoy their RV adventures.
Yep. Now, on the inside of Blue Compass RV, I've noticed that you have tremendous programs for your employees that benefit the consumer. So you've got the university, you're doing a lot of management training, you're doing a lot of technical service training. You've got, talk about those programs that people don't see under the roof, but have another reason why you're being accepted so well in such a short period of time.
Yeah, thanks, Bob. So a big part of what we're building to support this great consumer brand is a positive culture, so that we have passionate associates that are well equipped to provide a great customer experience, whether it's in sales, whether it's in service. So we built out what we called RVR University, that is now Blue Compass University, and we literally have thousands of our associates going through training programs this year at 3 of our major training centers. So we've got leadership development programs. We have more technician training than anybody in the industry. Over half of all of the RVTI enrolled certified one techs are from Blue Compass. So we're investing an enormous amount in tech training. So we have 1,000 service bays across America. There's a huge shortage of certified, trained, skilled techs. We're making a huge investment in that side. We're making a huge investment in sales training. And it's also focused on the customer experience and our culture, so that we can create that energy and excitement in our stores that our customers deserve when they walk in to make such a great purchase.
Well, it's a different type of atmosphere and highly energetic, that's for sure. Now, with the rebranding to Blue Compass RV, that's a major undertaking for any company, and you're with over 100 facilities. I believe the rollout is going to be in next month in January, prior to the Super Show down in Tampa. Talk a little bit about the first one that you're going to have down there, and when can customers expect to see the Blue Compass RV nationwide logo?
Yeah, so it's exciting. It is a huge investment and undertaking. So we have exterior and interior signage and design elements to reflect the brand in all of our stores. It's really going to be beautiful. We're going to start with our Tampa RV store that's on I-4 on January, I think it's January 17th, the day before the Tampa Super Show. We're going to launch the brand on that store and reveal the signage look and the whole store brand elements. It'll be an awesome event, and then we'll roll it out across the country over the first 6 months of 2023. So literally, rebranding, re-signing over 100 stores.
It's it is quite an undertaking. I wish I could be there, but my Boston RV show is the 13th to the 16th, and then I hop on a plane and come back to Florida. So I'll be at the show, but I can't make the opening. But on the 16th.
Okay, well, we will be at the show with a number of great product exhibits as Blue Compass RV. So that's going to be really, really exciting to launch it at the show as well.
Yeah. What else might you say to our consumer fans about Blue Compass RV? That, again, a historic growth pattern, certainly not going to slow down. The economy wants to slow down. So, from a marketing standpoint, we all know when the economy slows down, if you don't get the new sales, you take them away from the competition. So it's probably all going to be a lot about market share. I'm sure your acquisitions aren't going to start, but what's your philosophy on that going into 2023 with the current market conditions?
Yeah, obviously the current market conditions are more challenging, coming off record years in the RV industry in 20 and 21. But we're really building the company for the long term. We're relentless. We're passionate about what we're doing from a customer experience standpoint. with our incredible investments that we talked about in training, in our facilities, and then taking a bold step forward next year to launch this amazing brand all across America. It's going to be quite something, and it is bold in the challenging market, but we want to take share, and more importantly, it reflects our long-term belief in this incredible industry and the opportunity to build something really special with the Blue Compass RV brand and our company.
That's fantastic. Our guest this morning is Jon Ferrando, founder, CEO, and president of Blue Compass RV. As we finish up, Jon, designing a new logo and trying to get the messaging just right is a major undertaking. What went into it, and what does the new logo mean to you and to your associates in Blue Compass RV?
Yeah, so a couple things there. One, really to get to this point, to be able to build the brand, it's taken 4.5 years of incredible hard work and dedication by our leadership team and the thousands of passionate associates that make up Blue Compass RV. So we had to know that we have passionate associates dedicated to providing an exceptional customer experience at a high level, to be able to get to the point where, okay, now we can launch the Blue Compass RV brand. And I mean, it's been just exceptionally well received. The fact that we're building it around our trained, certified associates, bringing that passion to our customers, and building that customer experience from sales to service and during the entire owner life cycle. So, one, I would say there's great pride, on my part and on our associates on, what we've built, and the fact that we're coming together now under a common brand that stands for, from a consumer standpoint, that we're there for them to give our customers peace of mind as they navigate their RV adventures all across America, creating those lifetime memories.
All right, talk about you have 3 stores that are not going to be right now have the Blue Compass RV, and they're tremendous entities. So talk about that and the strategy for that.
Yeah, we have 3 stores, Airstream of Tampa and Airstream of Austin, that are just incredible. Obviously, Airstream's an iconic brand, and so we're leaving those stores under that brand name. They'll be part of the Blue Compass family of stores, but the Airstream brand is very powerful. We want to feature that. And then Motorhome Specialist, which is the largest motorhome dealer in the world, 9 years in a row. We're shooting for number 10 here as we close out 22. That's a very strong internet marketing business, reaching customers across America. They will stay under the Motorhome Specialist brand, but be part of the family as well.
That's fantastic. Jon, I want to thank you very much for taking time this morning. I know you have a busy schedule, and wish you the best of luck and continued growth with Blue Compass RV. And I will catch up to you at the Tampa Super Show, but any closing words for our fans?
Thank you, Bob, and look forward to seeing everybody down in Tampa in January.
Will do. Thanks very much, Jon.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Everybody, when you think of the name Tiffin, you think of quality, and up till a few years ago, maybe 7 or 8 years ago, the only Tiffin product that was made was a Class A. And you know what? Now it's totally different. And Freddie and Jerry are our 2 Super C people. And Freddie, tell us a little bit about the leap into the Super C market, because when you took the leap into the C market with the Wayfarer, you went from unknown to top of the class. Same plan this time?
That's the plan. That's the plan, John. So yeah, we understood what we built was Class A's, and then we were really good with diesels. So we put this on the Freightliner S2 RV chassis with 360 horse Cummins, 3000 Allison. So kind of fits what we do already in Red Bay, Alabama. It's just a little different cab configuration, right?
Yeah.
So, and we're gravitating toward a different clientele now.
And that was my question for you, Jerry. Is the buyer of these moving over from a Class A? Are they new buyers? Are they moving up from a C? Who's buying the Super Cs?
It's a little of all that, what you just said. You know, people, their needs, their wants, their desires change constantly. So the buyer for this seems to be people that they really want this drive. They really want the feel of the drive. They like this, the way this thing performs. You know, it's really got a true diesel feel. And of course, it's got the luxury interior of a Tiffin Class A. So we're seeing a little bit of everything as far as the buyers out there.
So is it new people coming into the market, or you're not cannibalizing your own biz, right?
No, it's a
that
mixture.
wouldn't really.
It's a mixture of both. No, we don't design anything to cannibalize another. Right? We always want to grow market share,
Right.
grow your company. So with the Super C, we just knew that we found it. It's like, you know what, we can grow the company a little more with this market because there's a lot of people gravitating toward it. Not a lot of people like a big Class A motorhome, but they feel more comfortable driving something more like a truck.
I was exactly in that situation this summer when we had something very similar to this. This particular unit is 3 slides, right? It looks like they've got 2 on here.
All hydraulic,
All hydraulic.
spider multiplex.
How about generators and batteries and all that other stuff?
Yep, we have a generator on board, 8K generator on board. We already touched on the engine, 360 horse Cummins with a 3000 Allison transmission. It is a 6-speed. What else you say, Jerry?
So your batteries are the maintenance-free batteries, 6 batteries for the
AGM standard.
AGM, excuse me. Yeah, so this, for the house batteries, and then of course your 2 batteries for the chassis. So yeah,
And you got a TV outside.
Well, you can't go
You can't go in without a TV.
and it's a Tiffin, so we're not
Right,
gonna
right,
we're
right.
not gonna leave anything out. This
So
is a
you
luxury
got-
coach.
Slide toppers and an
Gerard
awning,
awnings. Yep, Gerard awnings, Gerard
everything.
toppers. Yep.
Pass-through storage.
Pass-through storage.
And hey, it looks like the crowd's a little down. Can we run inside?
Yeah, come on.
Absolutely.
Okay, go
After
ahead.
you, man.
Okay. So it gives you a high ride because of the chassis. But you know, I look at this. It looks more like a ballroom than it does.
Yes, it does.
Right?
Yeah, and the first impression when most people walk in, of course, they look at the overall appearance of it, and they point out our high-end cabinets. You know, they have looked.
You
at
make your
others.
own, right? You don't buy them
Absolutely.
from
Yes.
Correct. Yeah,
Home Depot and throw them in.
You have your own bill.
So it's almost like a small lumber company at Tiffin Motorhomes. That's
Yeah.
what I always like telling everyone. We've got about 150,000 square foot cabinet shop at the facility. So we mill our own wood, we cut it, we sand it, we stain it, we clear it, we assemble it, we install it. So it's all built by Tiffin in-house.
Okay. Now, important question is it a Red Bay product, or did you go over to Mississippi with
This is a Red Bay product.
Red Bay product.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Built in Red Bay, Alabama.
Now, one thing that I'm looking at here, you got your giant TV that looks like it goes down,
It does. It's
Right.
a televator. Yes, sir.
and but you're not emphasizing the kitchen, because the reality is people don't. They cook outside or they take in, right? And so much of the time the kitchen is there. That looks like a pretty. Put it this way: you've spent time in offering spaciousness as opposed to a lot of space with the kitchen,
Right.
right? Am I right
I
in
only
that?
give you the counter space just in case you do want to cook.
Yeah.
So you have the true induction.
Induction,
cooktop,
yep.
But you can fold this down as well to give you the extra
whole
counter
counter.
space that you need, right, for prepping.
For a bar.
Your-
For a bar.
Bar area. Yeah. whatever you want. And then you've got the dishwasher as well.
Dish.
So with the Fisher Paykel, yeah.
Okay. And
Plenty of cabinet space here. That's what we're known for at Tiffin. I think Jerry can agree with that. It's always been storage. We want to make sure that we're giving all of our customers the utmost storage they can possibly get.
Every drawer that Tiffin makes, look at the quality. Plus, they all open 100%. A lot of other guys out there will open 50% or 75%. And
Correct.
Reaching back there trying to find a remote control. Not at Tiffin.
Not at Tiffin. Residential fridge.
Residential refrigerator.
Okay, and then you got your standard bedrooms back there. Bedroom. This is a 1-bath unit.
Yep, mid-bath.
Mid-bath. Okay, so you can close off that back area for privacy. Washer dryer.
Washer dryer.
Washer dryer. 1 unit.
This has the one. We did make a change to this to where you can do 2.
Okay.
So it's a side by side.
Okay. King, queen.
This is a king standard.
Okay. Then your standard bathroom.
Bath. Yep.
Okay.
Cozy shower.
Let's go up to the front because that's the big difference. You've got sleeping accommodations here, right? With this,
Yes.
if need be for grandkids
Or adults.
or arguments.
It'll handle the weight.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So when you sit in this, your height is amazing. The visibility factor, right, Jerry?
Yeah.
When you're sitting here and you look out, you are rocking. I mean, you've got such, what's the word I'm trying to say? Visibility.
Yeah, you're in total control when you're driving, and you don't have the fear of a big motorhome with this. That's one of the things that makes it different. A lot of women will feel comfortable driving this coach where they might not in a big 45-foot Class A.
Right, and I found that sitting in this for the first time and driving it, totally different than that Allegro bus right there.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't have a confined feeling.
Right. And that window sticker is an option. But that doesn't come with everything.
Doesn't come with everything.
Doesn't
You're
come
right.
with everything. But we want to thank you so much for taking the time to show us your newest offering because we know that over the 50 years that Tiffin's been around, quality is really the name that is attached to it the most, and
Customer service.
customer service.
We want to make sure we take care of our customers.
And the best gas station food in America is in Red Bay, Alabama.
That is exactly right. I would agree.
It's worth spending $300,000 just so you can come to Red Bay
Come to Red Bay.
to see the food. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, guys.